Welcome back today, guys. Thank you guys for stopping in. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. So in this video we have a lot of stuff going on. We got harvest preparation, we got tractor preparation, we got chicken house preparation, we got chicks coming back, we got feed to put out. So you guys, all I'm going to say is try to tag along, keep up, because we have a lot of different stuff going on. We also did multiple reviews at the chicken houses that'll be spread throughout this video for you guys. Poultry hawk, chicken reaper, how much feed we're putting out, why we don't even show the chickens, the $1,000,000 question right there. Why do we not show chickens on our YouTube video? That will be answered later on in this video. So thank you guys for stopping in. While you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button, because these videos take a lot of time and effort to make, and I can plan till December a list of stuff that we have to do on our farm that doesn't include YouTube. So make sure you help me out, guys. Thank you, and enjoy this video. We're back. We're back at it, ain't we? We just about got it all put back together, actually. Is it going smoothly?
Well, this belt is not wanting to go on just right, but we're gonna get it. Then we got a fun project.
Oh, the hydraulic hose line?
Yes.
The one that attaches to the bottom of our hydraulic holding reservoir for the whole combine needs to be changed. And when we are changing this hose, I'm not sure if it's better to change the hose and let the fluid go out onto the ground, since it is high trans fluid, or just light dollar bills on fire, because it's just about the same thing.
Are you ready for your patent pending drain hole stopper?
Where's it at?
It's right here on your finger.
We were unsuccessful. We did not have a hose that fitted it, because we need to have 2 female ends, and we do not. And we had a coupler and we tried it and we were unsuccessful, and we spilled a bunch of fluid on the floor.
No, not too much.
We spilled about $50 on the floor.
Spilled a teaspoon.
New day, new project, right? And look, it's not going well because it's like 7:30 at night and it's a Monday. It's literally a Monday, and it's being Monday characteristics. We have chickens coming back in about 3 days, and we have to put out feed, and you guys have seen us do this before. And if you remember from the last flock, we had issues with this piece coming forward away from the auger, away from the tank, and causing a whole bunch of issues. Anyways, we parked it away and we forgot about it, and it came back to bite us in the butt, didn't it?
Yes.
Are you very disappointed?
Well, so disappointed we forgot about it.
Which I think we forget about a lot of stuff.
No, we usually have a list made, but this one sort of missed it.
Yeah, we forgot about it. If you guys look right here, you see this little hole? A bearing rod's right here. And basically how that bearing rods is, you got 2 plates like this, and the bearing is just countersunk into the middle. And what happened was, is one of the plates that go on here, the back plate, it let the bearing slide through the holders, which then caused this auger to be able to come out towards the tractor just due to nothing holding it. And that caused it to separate from the tank, letting feed come out and not hit this vertical auger going up to our buckets. And with it doing that, it caused issues.
Yeah, but did you tell them what we got to deal with?
Flat head bolts. Actually, they weren't flat head, they were circle head bolts.
Not square, nothing. So
we took the grinder and cut it off.
The grinder got them.
But we were using our battery grinder. It's an older 18-volt DeWalt battery grinder, and a typical 18-volt battery, it went dead as soon as you hit the trigger. So we thought, oh wait, we have an electric grinder sitting in our toolbox. Well, we get our extension cord out to come cut them, and the cart was sitting right there, and we're about 5 feet short of cord. So then we have to move the truck, we have to move all of our tools, and we have to move the cart back 5 feet. That way our electric grinder can reach the cart. We got our new litter in the barn. It's all leveled out across, and basically all it is, rice hulls. And this stuff will gain moisture, it'll pick up moisture, it'll get heavier as our 5 flocks go on it, and it'll be chicken litter this time next year. Easy as that. And cool fact about the rice hulls, if something happens to the barn and there is a fire or something catches on fire, these rice hulls are actually non-flammable, so it will not help the fire gain power.
And they're fluffy. It's like, it's worse than walking on light sand. We actually really like a mix, like a 50-50 mix of rice hulls and sawdust. There's 2 places. One, they didn't like it from the integrator. The other one, they upped their price by like $600 or $800 on a load of sawdust. So when you get sawdust or rice hulls, you get more rice hulls in the same truck versus sawdust. So we've started going with rice hulls. They're nice and pretty, but let's show them this. The thing about rice hulls is here's your feed and here's your rice hulls. They look very similar. And these trays, we put these trays out 2 days ago. Nothing's been in here and they've sunk down, and you get rice hulls in your trays. These don't even have feed in them yet. Now once the second flock gets on there, they're fine, but the first flock, it's not very fun.
Look at what is happening. The corn head is coming home. We think, well, we got 3 out of the 4 tires holding air. And each tire on this trailer is a piece of junk. But it basically goes from our house to our chicken houses, which is a mile apart. So technically, it makes 2 trips a year. So it only gets 2 miles put on it each year. So with the junky tires, I think it'll make it. That one right there is not holding air. That one's good. And then the 2 on the other side look like they're dry rotted and could literally fall apart with my fingernails, but they're gonna make it. And if they don't, then I'm sure the rims are gonna make it. We made it home. I am a little concerned because I did hear some clunking in the trailer, and I don't think the corn had moved at all, but the trailer was making some weird noises going down the road. And for 1 second I thought the tire was gonna fall off, and then another second I thought the snoots were sticking out too far on the one side and I was gonna hit a tree and just rip the whole head off. But we made it home.
Holding your heart there inside your hands. You say I'm where you wanna be, but you're out of chances. No, you don't get to come back. Crying over the love that you had. Maybe next time, maybe next time you'll hold on to what you have. No, you don't get to show up. Teary-eyed saying I'm all you want. Maybe next time, you won't sip on a good love. Keep on talking, but I'm already gone. You had your shot, but you went about it all wrong. Tried to pull you in close, eyes were locked on your phone. Now you're sour, cause I'm moving on.
So we are trying something new, and we did not enjoy using our 4-inch auger, as you guys saw. But we are trying something new where we pretty much, I guess you could say, double the amount of trays we have to fill up with the feed out of the auger. But the thinking behind that and us doing that is to get the birds, when they come into the barn, they just been born, is to get them on feed faster and get them eating faster and get them, their whole system going faster, and which in return will hopefully help us with birds gaining weight, and if they gain weight, it means we make more money. As simple as that. Now, do we need to answer the $1 million question everybody asks us?
What?
Why do we not show our chickens on YouTube?
Because they are not our chickens. It may be different in different places, but the majority of the ones that I know of is we built the barns, so we own the barns, we maintain the barns.
We own all the equipment in the barns.
We have the loan for the barns. We pay all the bills. We pay the electric, we pay the propane, we pay the water, we pay all that stuff. And your integrator, whoever that may be, which is the people you grow chickens for, they normally supply the chickens and the feed. And that's what they provide you with. You know, you get a contract to grow with them. And so we don't own the feed, they do it, and we don't own the chickens, it's their chickens. And so that's why we don't show any chickens in the videos, and probably won't ever see any in the videos. But that's why we don't show them. Because of that, they're not ours. They're not ours to show.
That's why. It's as simple as that. Nothing scientific about it.
And we get paid per pound and a whole nother tournament payment thing that I can't even explain. And if you can find somebody that does, you send them this way. Some of that's changing. I don't know if it's going to change for us, but that's sort of the way it is. It's the business. That's what the business is, and we knew it coming in. I don't particularly agree with all the stuff, but that doesn't mean, you know, it's harder and harder every day because of the challenges, and the people out there that have chicken houses, they know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, but it's like that everywhere. It's not just chicken farming, it's grain farming, it's people deal with that stuff on their way to work every day on different jobs. The price of gas goes up, you know. It's not just this, it's everywhere.
Another piece ready to go. The grain cart is hooked up, it is greased, it's got air in the tires, it is ready to rumble. The only thing is, we want to put some lights on there. We have lights on there, but they have gotten destroyed by tree limbs over the years. And let's just say that it needs some rehabilitation. You know, it needs to be worked on. But mechanically, this thing can go whenever it's time. The lights are a big deal, but they're not a big deal considering we have the lights on this tractor that are amazing. But it'd still be nice to have lights on this thing too. That time of year again, it's time for the shop shuffle. That truck is leaving. The 986 is going right over there. The combine is leaving. It is going to pick up its friend, the cornhead, and it will be coming back right in here where I'm standing. The semi will be leaving, and the 1486 will be taking the spot of the combine right now. And then the semi will come back in here and be right here where I'm standing, and the Magnum will be behind it with the cart hooked up to it. What are the chances every piece of equipment we just mentioned will start?
It all ran yesterday except the 986 and the combine.
So we got about a 25% chance everything runs and starts.
Yeah.
It is all packed inside here. We can barely walk in here, but it's all in here. And if you notice our semi right here, my dad did some work to it last night. He waxed it and then polished the hood, and you can see how much shinier it looks. Then he also decided he was gonna paint all the wheels black. So next up on our list is we are just killing time pretty much. We are flushing water lines out just to run fresh water through the lines where they've been sitting, and then we're running feed out into the main feed lines just due to the fact that chickens need feed. That's really the only reason we do it, is because they need feed. If they don't eat, they don't get weight, and if they don't get weight, we don't get money. It's a terrible situation. But we are going to talk about, if you guys remember, your poultry farmers will be very interested in this, but we're going to talk about the Poultry Hawk. Remember the little trolley system we installed? So what we have here is just the straight up base model. There are multiple different versions that you can get for the Poultry Hawk, but we just have the base model. So it's just a regular bed in it, and then of course this regular rail. But right here is where the magic happens, and what we have is just a regular standard box, and the power source is basically a DeWalt battery. Now that is not a DeWalt battery because we just bought an off-brand of a DeWalt battery. When you buy these Poultry Hawks, you can order them to where that box can fit a Milwaukee battery or a DeWalt battery, whichever battery you have. You can even hook a car battery up to it. Then they also have a model where it has an actual battery inside there, then you just plug it up and charge it. But we chose the DeWalt battery just because it's simple and easy, and you don't need a cord to charge it. And we have the Econ model, which is the cheapest model they have, but it was not that cheap overall. We bought 2 Poultry Hawks, and them two together are $13,000. So what would that be, math? What's math? That'd be $6,500 a piece.
Yeah, that was everything, but those prices vary from wherever you buy it from. But these, the Poultry Hawk, you can get a dumping model. You can get, they've got a kit that will go out have a little door on it, it'll go out the front door, and then you can dump outside, which would be really nice. Because this last flock is when all the hot weather hit, and so if you're a chicken farmer, you know what happens when you have market birds and hot weather hits. So the Poultry Hawk and the Chicken Reaper both
were very tested.
But they both performed very well. Pleased with both of them. Overall, the installation of the Poultry Hawk was a little bit easier for me and Emerson to do, because you only had to put, you can show them in the ceiling right there, the hangers. They only had to go every other truss, and that worked out a lot better because we just put that on the trailer. I think you got a video of that, don't you?
Yeah, we made a video out of it.
Yeah, it should be up in the corner, one of them. It went a lot easier. The Chicken Reaper, which we're going to go over there and show you that in a minute, is cheaper, and it does a great job too. But the installation is a little bit more labor intensive. So
every 5 foot there's a hanger, and that can only be 20-foot boards.
Yeah, every 5 foot there's a hanger, and it uses 2x6s, and so you use 20-foot boards. And you got to drill holes in the boards and put bolts and stuff. But if you have people working for you and you don't mind that part of it, it's cheaper. And we got 2 of each because we weren't really sold on either one, and we like them both. And so far they've done really good. They are expensive and a big investment, but my wife picks up chickens every day, and it's well worth it as far as
labor intensive.
Saving labor, yeah.
Now we have made it to the Chicken Reaper. What is different about the Chicken Reaper and the Poultry Hawk, you ask? Chicken Reaper runs on 2x6s, and the installation is a way more difficult process, but it's cheaper. And the difference also between like the motor wise of it is just a battery mounted on to the Reaper, and you charge it with an extension cord.
They're both about the same. I will say the Chicken Reaper is a lot faster than the Poultry Hawk, and maybe that's just the model that we have. We've had the Chicken Reapers about 6 months longer than the Poultry Hawks.
We have had a few issues with...
We've had to, each remote, this is your remote for these, we've had to replace the battery in, and then we had a control board go out on this one, and it wouldn't move, but we called them, and their service was right on spot, sent one right out because it was still under warranty, and no issues there. Got it within like I think I got like 2 or 3 days there. You know, it's dirty on the outside, but the inside is all good. We can open it up. There's your battery, and that's all it is. If I had to install one, it'd probably be the other one, just because I don't have the time and we don't pay somebody to install it. We do it ourselves. And we moved 30 foot at a time, and those metal rails swedge together, so you just slide them together and put a screw in them. Ask me which one, I'd give a good review on both of them. It's your personal preference.
This is the most informative and helpful video we've ever done, because we just gave you the answer to nothing.
Well, they both did good. We hadn't had a problem with either one. And the problem that we have had has been just simple stuff other than the board, which they took care of.
Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. So, do you see that little thing sitting over there? Yeah, I want it gone. It's for sale. $2,800. No header cart included. This is a 1020 bean head. It is a 20-foot head, and we used it last year. Last year is the only year we owned it, and we only did 50 acres with it last year. And the reason we're selling it is just due to the fact we got a bigger one, and we got more land next year coming in. As far as the bean head goes in its condition, it is made for a small farmer that doesn't do much ground. All the sickles and guards and all that are good. They've been gone through. All the fingers are in place on the auger and all that. I do believe that there is one cylinder that is blown out that needs to be replaced for the up and down on the reel. But other than that, it comes with the crop dividers. We do not need those anymore. And like I said, no trailer included, because we plan on using it later. But $2,800. Get it out of my sight of view, because I'm tired of it sitting in the yard in the way. Another thing is, it's got the manual forward and reverse for the reel, so you have to get out and, you know, crank it with your hand. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope they enjoy it. Remember, faith, family, farm. See you in the next one.